That's not gonna work. That's slightly better. Today I want to talk to you about 5 ridiculous classroom management tactics that I use, but on the front end, because folks get worked up about this sometimes, these don't work for everyone, but they do work for somebody. So for that kid that you've been trying to reach and it hasn't worked, today's for them. Let's go. There is no silver bullet in classroom management. There are a myriad of ways to, is that even the correct word or the right word? I don't know. There are a ton of ways to reach students, but some kids are different. Some kids you can raise your voice with, some kids you can't. Some kids you got to talk things through and out with. Some kids you have to move their seat. Some kids you have to call home. Some kids calling home is the worst idea that ever came to anyone's mind. So figuring out the specific way for each kid can be a lot, but once you do, you got your go-to way that you're going to help that student to focus in, to engage, and to do the best they can so they can be the best that they can. So all of these ideas are things I've actually used in class. They are absurd and they won't be for everyone, but I'm telling you, they work. And how they know they work is I did them. So we're just going to jump into number 1. Number 1 is fake phone calls. I make these phone calls to kids' parents. I make them to the president. I make them to the principal. And it can look like if a kid is in the hallway or if they're doing something in class, I will make a phone call. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. And sometimes I have these, I don't know where I get this stuff from half the time, but you can go to the thrift store and find like a ton of old flip phones and they're still there. So I pull this out of my pocket and I go, oh yeah, he's late to class again. It looks like there's no pep in his step. We're gonna have to do something about that. They always will go, Reynolds, who you talking to? Who you talking, bro? Who am I talking to on this? Not a criminal on a burner phone. Other times I have used something like a phone that I just have in class. It is not plugged into anything, so kids know that it's like not actually going somewhere. But yeah, hi. I just wanted to tell you, he's doing a really good job right now. Like he's really engaged in his work and like he's not talking to his friends. Like, yeah, I just want you to know that he's like doing excellent work right now. Kids will see you looking at them. They see you talking on the phone. It's like giving a compliment without giving a compliment, and it's funny. It also works if they're not sitting down, if they're not behaving. I've told him 3 times. Yeah, I told him I was going to call you. All right. Okay. All right, we'll talk about it later. Bye. You don't want to go home with that phone call. It's absurd, but it works. Other times I've taken phones like this. I take the cord out, I tuck the cord in my pocket, and I just walk around with it and pretending I'm talking about stuff. Second thing, just as ridiculous. I have a camera that I got, Fisher-Price camera from the old days. And it doesn't take pictures at all. Just makes that annoying noise. You can look through it, and if I see kids doing stuff that's good or bad, I just sneak up on them and I go, and I walk away. Reynolds, what are you doing? Just getting proof. Proof of what? That you're not doing your work right now and that you're talking to Tony. And that's not good. Or a kid doing their work. You're awake right now. I got proof. That's what I'm talking about. Good work, man. And then I just move on with my day. If you don't have a camera, you can find old cameras at thrift stores all over the place. Or I've taken paper clip boxes. I cut a hole through the middle of it and I pretend that it's an undercover camera that I made out of a paperclip box. That sounded better in my head. Another thing, this is one of my better purchases. I kept it in the package so you could see it, but it is a button. They sell these buttons and they say just about anything. I think they stole the idea from Staples years ago with that was easy, but you just hit it and it goes, no! There's all kinds of no's on there.
This is my last word. No! No!
You gotta use it on the right student. So if someone wants to talk to me, I'm sitting on my desk, I have it there. Reynolds, do you accept late work? Please, please, please.
No.
Can I hand in anything for extra credit because my grade is a 30 and the end of the trimester is today?
No.
Endless possibilities here. Endless. Next idea, just as ridiculous. I have a remote for an old VCR. And I pretend that I can pause kids if they are not behaving. I can pause kids if I go, hold on a second. Did everyone just hear what my man Alam just said? All right, pay attention. Alan, we're going to rewind that back. Can you go ahead and say that again, please? I have used this, and I don't, this is not stuff I necessarily recommend unless it is the right student and the right teacher. I have stopped fights with remote controls before. I go, whoa, hold on, wait, pause for a second. All right, and kids stop. I don't know why. I don't know why they do this stuff. I think I think it works, is what I think it actually might really work. If you want kids to speak louder, to turn down their voice, to mute children, all the things that it says, you can basically come up with an idea for any of these, and it costs you like 25 cents. All right, 2 more. One, I got a ticket when I was driving the other day.
You know why I pulled you over? Depends on how long you were following me.
I was going too fast. I'm going to be honest with you. Out here, living in the desert, you just feel like you can drive as fast as you want and go where the wind takes it. But the cops told me that you're not allowed to do that. Got a ticket, and it reminded me that I used to give kids tickets. No, this was a gift from my friend Cho, and these are fart citations. So if a kid farts in class, I taught all boys at an all boys school in West Philly for a very long time, and boys fart a lot, and they think it's funny, and then their farts make other people fart. And then, so what do? I just give out tickets. I give out tickets for all kinds of stuff. If you're talking too much, if you are late to class, I don't like that. I'm giving you a ticket for it. I usually write them on Post-it notes. I write tickets to teachers, and I will look at kids in the hallway and I go, we're doing that again? You're about to get a ticket. Don't make me. I just pull them out of my back pocket. I give kids a ticket. And my last one is another one of those things that works. Can't really explain it. I think it's because it's absurd. It is using the old trusty Magic 8 Balls. You can get these anywhere. You can get them at any craft store. You can get them on Amazon. I'll leave the link for all this stuff below for the stuff that I can find. Like, I don't know that you're going to find this on Amazon, but I'll leave the link below so you can grab the stuff. But when students ask for things, and it's the same question all the time. It's the extra credit question. It's the question about, do you take late work? It's the question about, can I go to the bathroom? It's the question about whatever it is that you know that student's just trying to get out of work. They're trying to get away with something that they shouldn't. It's something you've talked to them about ad nauseum. Telling them to ask the Magic 8 Ball is the move, because they will actually do it. They shake it, they look at it, put it down. What's the matter? You good? Said outcome not so good. Oh, sorry, man. Try better next time. For kids that are even a bigger issue, I got this thing. It's the Mega 8 Ball. Look at the size of this thing. So if I have the right kid and they're being a special pain in the butt that day, I go, oh, wait a minute. No, you can't. You're not using that one. We got to go to this one. Ask this one what your answer is going to be. Let's talk real quick about why this works. I think part of the reason it works is because it's absurd. And sometimes it's the absurd things that get kids' attention. They're so used to teachers having the same answer, the same copy and paste answer that the admin told them to tell the students if they ask that question again. So everyone does the same thing. And sometimes we have to think outside of the box for what's going to get attention. It is just a shift in perspective. And so I've actually thought about doing a whole video on this, but if you think back, for those of you that have seen Dead Poet Society, there's a moment where Mr. Keating asks the students to stand on the desk.
Why do I stand up here? Stand upon my desk to remind myself that we must constantly look at things in a different way.
So they can see that same environment different. And sometimes when we give those same answers in a different way, one that's not filled with disdain, with distaste for the students, with like, you're just fed up and you're tired of answering the same question. That's a great question. You should ask the Magic 8 Ball. And then I just move on with my lesson. And then they shake it, they look at it, and then they don't even question me. If I talk to someone on a fake telephone, it's basically giving them the preview of what's gonna happen in real life should they not do what they're supposed to be doing, or gives them an indirect slap of love because I'm talking to their parent on the phone and I'm telling them they're doing a really good job and I'm really proud of them. It's just different than going over and saying, hey, you've been doing a really good job, I'm really proud of you. That's great, but weird is sometimes just the right amount of wackiness and wonderfulness that you need to make the day move on, and it makes me laugh too. And if it makes me laugh, I'm in a better place. And when I'm in a better place, I'm a better teacher. When I'm a better teacher, my students have a better day and they learn more. And that's just the way that it is. Gang, if this has been helpful to you at all, please hit the thumbs up button. And if in the comments, please let us know, like, what's a way that you share your wacky, weird wonderfulness in the classroom, or something that you just do a slightly different than everyone else. I'd love to know, and I'd love to see what everyone has to say. That's it, gang. See you next time. Peace.